Okay, today we're going to be talking about Freightliners and Volvo. My name is Tom. I'm a entrepreneur, owner-operator, business owner, and I want to share with you my fair opinion about each one of them. So we're going to be talking pretty much about four trucks, Volvo and Freightliner. So the first one that I want to talk, it's about the Volvo 2019 VNL 760, which was a truck that I ordered from Penske that they pretty much built from scratch for me because I had a business back then a couple of years ago, and I was using that truck in specific for containers, to pull up containers from Savannah Port to Atlanta, Georgia. So that truck was pretty much working Monday to Friday, pretty much every day, pulling up containers heavy weight. When I say heavy weight, I'm talking about 60,000 to 65,000 pounds per container. We're using chassis with triaxles, and we also need a heavyweight permit to cross the weigh stations every time because the amount of weight that we are pulling with those containers. Anyway, I want to share with you what do I think about the Volvo versus Freightliners. So this truck, the Volvo 2019, was always giving me problems with the EGR, cleaning sister. Always have to clean up and pretty much like be on the shop all the time. So it was giving me a lot of stress and headache. The truck wasn't moving the way it was supposed to move. And even being a new truck, 2019, that they built it for my business, wasn't performing the way it should. Well, why did I go with the lease? Because the reason why was because I need a truck right away in case if something happens with the truck. Pulling up containers pretty much every day, it's that kind of way, it really like suffers the truck. It puts a lot of work towards the engine. But anyway, the truck was not performing the way that I was expecting, and I had to pretty much twice a month take the truck to the shop and live there and pick up another truck. It was very stressful. On the other hand, I had a Freightliner 2004 with a Detroit 60 series. I was very surprised to see how that truck was performing with the same kind of load, the same kind of weight, and even being like 2004. I had that 2004 Freightliner for about 4 years, and that truck never gave me any problems. The only thing that I had to pretty much fix on that truck was the one of the sensors, which was the boost sensor, and that's it. Pretty much that's it. Nothing else. I never had to do anything else with that truck. That truck was a really good truck. Never gave me any headaches, any stress. Very good truck, performance really, really good, doing the job. Really, really good. So if you are owner-operator, not owner-operator, but if you were a truck driver, you never had a truck and you're thinking about purchasing your first truck, you're a company driver and you decided to open up your business, have your own authority, I highly suggest and recommend that you go with the Freightliner Detroit 60 series, especially the ones with no EGR, the 12.7. which is a really good engine. It's a really good truck. I highly recommend it because the experience that I had before, I was very impressed by how that truck, the engine was performing in comparing to the Volvo 2019 brand new. I think like nowadays, a lot of these companies are building these new trucks with too many sensors and computers, and a lot of the times you have to have a lot of patience because a lot of computers and sensors, the check engine lights is gonna turn on a lot of the times, and you're gonna have to take it to the dealership, and you're gonna lose a lot of time. And time it's consuming, it's money that you're losing. So with the 60 series 2004 Freightliner. It was a really good truck. It was performing really good and never gave me any problems, any headaches. But that's not only the only reason why I recommended the 60 series Detroit. One of the other reasons, it's because that truck, anybody can work on that truck, pretty much, any mechanic. Not only mentioning that, the parts are very cheap compared to these new trucks. So if you want to save money, you want to be smart about trucking, and you want to basically go with something that you can work on yourself or find parts pretty much anywhere. And when it comes to the labor, you want something that it's going to be easy and cheap compared to these new trucks. So very reliable truck, very good truck. Anyway, after a while, with all those stress with that truck, I ended up purchasing another 2019 Volvo, brand new from the dealership, but I was gonna do different with this truck. I was gonna use this truck only for pretty much drive-in and loads, and pretty much nothing heavier than 40,000 pounds. So this new truck from Volvo from the dealership with the warranty 5 years, it was performing really good, no problems whatsoever. It was doing a really good job, but what was not using for containers, for heavyweight containers. And so it was performing really good. The Volvo is a really nice truck. It's very comfortable when it comes to comfortability. I think it's more comfortable driving. The experience of driving, I think it's better compared to the Freightliners. But anyway, I bought another Freightliner 2015, which was the truck that I have today, the truck that I drive, which is a glider truck. For those that doesn't know what glider truck is, it's a glider truck. It's a new body with an old engine, like 1994, 1998. They put those engines on the new body trucks like 2015, 2019, even 2020. And they build the truck like that, which is doesn't require pretty much a ELD. You don't need to use electronic device. You can run paper logs with the glider trucks, and it doesn't have EGR. It doesn't have like a DEF. It basically is just diesel, which is really good for those that doesn't like to spend a lot of money with trucks and wants to save money. Very good truck, very reliable. My engine is at the 12.7. I love this truck. It performs really good. Anything happens with the truck, I can probably fix myself. And if something major happens with the truck, I know for a fact I'm not going to spend a lot of money because the parts are very cheap compared to these new trucks. So if you want to save money, be smart about buying your first truck. Make sure you consider the 60 series Detroit, because I think it's one of the best engines that they ever made. Especially the 12.7. You want to save money and be smart about it. You don't want to buy the wrong equipment because it can cost you probably your career as a truck driver. You know, so be smart and trying to do some research about the Detroits. Don't go only on what I'm saying on my personal experience. Do some research, but once you start doing the research, you're gonna find there are a lot of good things about this engine. And why it's so good? I think it's because it just doesn't break, you know? And it really doesn't break at all. The engine is very good, very strong, very reliable, and they don't make that engine anymore. And there's a reason why they don't make the engines anymore. It's basically because it doesn't break. And they want to build something with a lot of computers and sensors. They want something to break so they can make money. So you can take it to the dealership so they can make more money. The Lowe's doesn't change. The Lowe's, it's been like that for over 20 years. Potato is always gonna be potato, apples gonna be apples, water is gonna be water, whatever. But they wanna change the trucks. They wanna complicate things. They wanna make things more complicated so they can make more money on truck drivers and on operators. So this is just my personal opinion about the Volvo and the Freightliner. I think Freightliner, especially the Detroit, I'm not talking about the DD14, DD13, 15. I'm talking about Detroit, the 60 series and the 12.7. Those are the best engines, the best trucks that I think they ever made. So if you want to save money, want to be smart, make sure you consider that truck. Anyway, this is just my fair opinion, basically on the experience that I had in the past. I'm a truck driver, I'm an owner operator, and if you like trucking, if you like anything related to truck, I highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel, because we talk about anything related to the truck industry in America. And if you want to know my opinion about what's going on right now with this market, the rates being so cheap right now, I highly suggest that you check the first video that I post. This is a new channel. Go ahead and check the first video that I post about what's going on right now and what I think we should do as a truck drivers and owner operators, so we can change the reality when it comes to the truck industry in America. Make sure you check my first video. And if you're a new truck driving, if you're a new truck driver, and or if you're not even a truck driver, you want to become a truck driver, there's a video that I do a pre-trip inspection on the truck, teaching pretty much everything about the pre-trip. Go ahead and check that video so you can learn a little bit more about the pre-trip, what you should do, what you should consider. Even if you're trying to get your CDL, trying to get your CDL, make sure you check that video. It's gonna help you a lot. And that's it, I guess that's it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check. I'm over here at the loft right now. Got a load that I got to drop in Salt Lake City tomorrow. This is my truck right here, the blue one. Very good truck, the glider truck. I love this truck. Very good, Freightliner Coronado 2015. I decided to pick this one instead of the Volvo because I had to make a decision if I was gonna keep one or the other. So I decided to go with the Freightliner because the experience that I had with the other Volvo, with Penske. So I had the 2019 Freightliner, which was the one that was not giving me headaches, that I was using just for loads, and the Freightliner, the glider one, which is this one. So I had to decide which one I was gonna pick because I couldn't afford both of them. It just doesn't make sense right now, especially with the market, the way things are. I had to decide and pick one. So my choice was the Freightliner, the glider, because of the experience that I had with the other ones in the past. And I know this truck is something that I can work on myself. It's more reliable. Anybody can work on this engine. It's very easy to deal with. There's not too much computers, not too much sensors. So I decided to go with this because I know in the down the road I'm gonna be saving more money with this truck. Very good truck. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check the other videos and make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you think different than me, and maybe you had a different experience, make sure you share right down below and leave your comment. I would love to read about it and see your experience. Thank you so much. Be safe out there.